I'm noticing a little lag with my video, so I may have to just come off the video and just talk. Y'all see if they hear me, just won't see my face on the screen. But welcome in everyone back to another episode on True Crime Chronicles. Today, I'm kind of shifting a little bit. This is an ongoing breaking news story. Y'all can see going across the ticker on the page. Breaking news: there's been a mass shooting at Annunciation Catholic School in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is breaking news right now. This just happened, and I mean, this is very sad. On my screen, you all will see this the person that's been named as the suspect who's been confirmed as the shooter, Robin Westman, who 23 years of age. Um, this is the person that's responsible for this mass shooting that took place at Annunciation Catholic School, where a total of um, sorry, y'all, it's just so heartbreaking. Again, name is Robin Westman, and this is a trans person born as Robert Paul Westman, but there was a name change filed and done. I'm gonna go over all of that in just a minute. So I want to use the correct pronouns. So I'm just gonna say they for now because I don't. I mean, we know the name, which I can. Well, I'll just say she, since the name was changed. She went in and had everything changed. So she was born as Robert Paul Westman, but was now living as Robin Westman. Um, and let's do this. I actually have the information here. So as we can see, this was filed, if I can get the dates to show, 2020, January 15th. So as of January the 15th, 2020, the mom filed the court papers to change the name from Robert Paul Weston, born 6/17, 2002, wanted to be changed to Robin Westman. And it was granted. It was granted back in 2020. The name change was granted. So that's why y'all see, I know the picture may not seem like it's a she, but I'm going to use the prop. Although this person, what happened today was tragic, it was not as those poor children, the people that were injured, and the two children that passed away in this shooting. My condolences goes out to those families and to everybody that's dealing with this tragedy in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is a very heartbreaking tragedy that just happened today. This is the paperwork where the name was granted that Robert will now be known as Robin Wesley. So it's what I'm gonna call her Robin. I know some people may not agree, but I'm gonna because that's what the name was. That's what I'm gonna call her. Now back to this shooting. This shooting happened. Let's see. She killed two people, two children, and injured at least 17 other people, children and adults, at this Catholic school in Minneapolis. There was some YouTube videos that popped up from Robin. I haven't went and looked at those YouTube videos, but the one thing that I did see was seemingly looks to be a suicide note. I'm gonna pull that up here because I just had that as well. I just had. Maybe I'm too far down. Here we go. Let me see if this the whole. Do they have the whole note here? Yes, so that's the whole note. Again, what I'm covering today is a tragedy. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. What happened here today, I wouldn't wish this on. We send our children to school, whether it be to a public school, private school, charter school, uh, no matter the type of school. When we send our children to school, we send them to learn, and we expect them to come back home to the same way they left out. This is a big, big tragedy all the way around. And then there's also a video that I'm going to show in a little bit of a little boy, 5-year-old little boy. I think they said he was 5. Him and his friend, when the bullets started flying, they hid up under a pew. And his friend, he states that his friend actually covered him, blocked him from getting shot. And his friend, he literally saw his friend get shot in the back. But I'm going to get to that too. Let's see. So this, what I have on my screen, it says to my family and friends. So seemingly this is a suicide note or a last letter left to the family and friends of Robin Wesley. And I'm gonna go over that in just a second. Again, this is a picture of the person that's responsible for this shooting. And again, the police did come across a series of YouTube videos that was shared that was from his channel that excuse me, her channel that she uploaded prior to the shooting, just hours prior to the shooting. This is another picture of Robin. So as we can see, yes, it was a man, born Robert, but as of 2020, now going by Robin and identifying as female. So this is a transgender, and this is nothing against transgender people. Let me get that out there. This is nothing against the LGBTQ community, any of that. So I don't want people to think that that's what this is. That's what I'm doing because this is not that whatsoever. This is me simply giving my opinion. Let me see something. And this is a horrible, horrible tragedy. One wish this on nobody. Um, okay, let me back out of here and go back. Full screen. This is the two pictures, two images of the shooter, Robert Westman. This has been identified, and the shooter excuse me, not was killed because no one. The shooter ultimately passed from a self-inflicted gunshot wound that has also been confirmed. Um, Now let me go back. So this is seemingly the suicide letter, a last letter he wants to leave to his friends and family. And it reads, I don't expect forgiveness and I don't expect any apology. I have to hold much weight, but to my family and those close to me, I do apologize for the effect my actions will have on your lives. Please know I care for all of you so much and it pains me to bring this storm of chaos into your lives. This will affect so many more people than the others that are immediately involved. To my mother and father, I am sorry I didn't turn out. Okay. I am sorry I didn't turn out as you had hoped. You did not fail me. You gave me so much. I truly appreciate the love you have given me. I feel I was raised to be a good person. I've kept those traits of empathy, self-sacrifice, and good character. Please do not think you have failed as parent. I was corrupted by this world and have learned to hate what life is. Life is love. Life is pain. There is too much to accept, too many things to put up with just to live. I'm tired of the pain. This world gives out. Please move on and continue to give your love to my brothers and sisters and the rest of the world. They may not forgive you, but you need to move on from me. Forget my life and the pain I've brought. I love you both. Thank you for everything. I'm sorry. Then he goes on, the second part is to his siblings. To my siblings, I am sorry for forever changing the rest of your lives. Your careers, lives, relationships, all will be turned upside down. Please hold on to who you are, not who I am. Change your names if you must. I wish I could tell you that before I go. Please know that you all, I love you all and truly appreciate the time I have spent with you. I have such an amazing family, and it hurts me to throw this wrench into the works of you good people. I feel hope when with you. I cherish our time together. I appreciate all that you have taught me, and I felt inspired to be like you when I grew up. I hope you are able to move on and continue your lives without being forever followed, forever haunted by my actions. Forget me and all that I am. Hold on to yourselves and your loved ones. I love you all. And to my friends, I trust you all to give your memory of me however you see fit. I am sorry for the confusion and heartbreak this will bring. I truly appreciate all of you for showing me a good life and helping me through dark times. I have had so many good times that gave me hope. Unfortunately, this world has too much pain to deal out that I can't cover up with the good sides of life. I hope you all can move on and forget the pain I've caused. I have wanted this for so long. I am not well. I am not right. I'm a sad person, haunted by these thoughts that do not go away. I know this is wrong, but I can't seem to stop myself. I am severely depressed and have been suicidal for years. Only recently have I lost all hope and decided to perform my final action against this world. I don't want to kneel down for the injustice of this world. I want to die. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees, constantly in pain. Ooh, I think I am dying of cancer. It's a tragic end. It's entirely self-inflicted. I did this to myself as I cannot control myself and have been destroying my body through vaping and other means. I think I have lung cancer. I have felt many pains that make me think I am past the point of recovery. I do not want to recover. I do not want to throw my life away by rotting in a hospital bed. I don't want the rest of my life to be as a cancer patient in and out of hospitals, constantly being fretted about with people afraid to be too happy around me. Fuck that. Excuse my language. I want to go out on my own means. Unfortunately, due to my depression, anger, and twisted mind, I want to fulfill a final act that has been in the back of my head for years. You all are what keeps me going. I find no more interest in anything material. I have only an interest in my mission and love for my family. If I didn't have such an amazing group of people around me, I would have been gone much sooner. I just want to escape from this world. I just want to escape from this world, escape from the constant bills, shitty jobs, shitty people, and injustice of America. I am done with this. I will not bow. I will be selfish and leave you to pick up the pieces. It's my fault. Blame me, but please move on. Whether you accept my apologies or not, I hope you all can move past this and continue your lives. Remember to be good people now more than ever. I love you all, and I will remember you. Pray for the victims and their families. I love you, Dad, Mom, Jack, Martha, Teresa, Joe, Jerry, Phil, Liam. Signed, Robert M. Westman, 2002 through 2025. P.S. I get over get over yourself and make up with mom. She loves you. You need to grow up and accept that time just keeps on fucking moving. You either will stay in the past and rot, wasting your life and happiness away, or you can grow up and move on from things. We all love you. PPS. I wouldn't recommend any of you to read my journals unless you really want to, but be warned. And then there's pictures of the ammunition that was used, or what there was some of the ammunition magazines that were found. The fucking fuck everything that you stand for, suck on this, where is your God? Kill Donald Trump, rip the chair for the children. And there's just a lot of stuff that they got off of the YouTube channel. That was hard to read. Hard to read. And then there's just some more pictures of the stuff that they had that they got off his channel. Some more drawings and stuff. And then some other information that I was able to dig up. The school that he shot, and I'm gonna get to that video. The school that he shot up, his mom was a part of. She worked. She retired from there. Not let me see, not too long ago. Let me see, can I find that where they made that post where they were saying his mom had. So his mom worked at the church. This was back in 2021. It says, on Sunday, we honor Mary Grace Westman, who is retiring from Annunciation. She has provided such wonderful hospitality, friendship, and compassion to all who gathered for the last 5 years in Annunciation. You will be missed. Congratulations on your retirement. And so this is the connection to Annunciation. His mom was the connection. So she retired from the Church of Annunciation right after he got a year after he went through the name change and became Robin. His mom, she retired from there. So there was a connection. So this is not just some random school that he went to that he just decided on this is school I'm gonna shoot up. There was a connection to that to Annunciation. His mom worked at the church. Now there has been nobody has confirmed whether he went there at some point or she went there at some point. I'm sorry, I keep saying he because it is, but I'm gonna be respectful. There's no proof that Robin attended. No, they hadn't confirmed it yet, but there is a connection through the mom. The mom retired from the Church of Annunciation, and the school that he shot up was Annunciation Catholic School. So there was a big connection there. Once I confirm whether he went there or not, I'll be back with that as well. And so if we look at this, let's see. There was, like I said, there was a connection. Then I have this video was so heartbreaking. This baby explaining how he saw his friend get shot. Let's get to this video. I just saw it. Okay, here we go.
We went to gym, and then the doors locked. We went to the gym, and then the doors locked just to make sure he didn't come. And we waited in the gym for more news. My friend got hit in the back.
Did he go to the hospital?
Yeah, he went to the hospital.
What went through your mind when you saw that?
I was super scared for him, but I think now he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get reunited with your parents?
Yeah, my mom was waiting outside of the church when it happened.
Yeah.
And then
what was it like seeing her?
I was super happy because, like, I was scared that I wasn't gonna see her because I didn't know what was happening really. I was just in shock.
Yeah.
It was like right beside me. I was like 2 seats away from the stained glass windows. So they were like, the shots were like right next to me.
That's scary.
Yeah.
You went under the pew after that happened?
Yeah. And
Is that what everyone tried to do?
I think I got like gunpowder on my neck. Yeah. We went to the gym, and then the doors locked.
And that's another video. Let me see can I find the other one. And so this, like I said, tragedy. 2 children passed away. 17 other people, including more children, were injured. Some critically injured. We have no updates on okay, let's see. Okay, so there's been so this says so it looks like the count has went up a little bit. So it says 2 children were killed, 19 people were injured, 16 of them being children. Like this is so heartbreaking. And from reading that suicide note, Seems like she's been having a lot going on mentally, dealing. I mean, being in the Catholic Church, being transgender. I'm sorry. This person has been dealing with a lot. You can tell from their suicide note that they left, saying I just want to die. I've been having a lot of thoughts. Nothing can, like a lot of it. You could tell there's been a lot going on that they hadn't really got any help for, and it just built up and built up, and then they decided, this is, and you can see it was planned. It's not none that they woke up today and said I'm gonna go shoot up a school, because clearly from his suicide note, it was planned out. Let's see. Telling family and friends, I don't want you to forgive me. Talking to the mother and the father, saying, I'm sorry, I didn't turn out as you had hoped. So basically, what this sounds like to me, that there's been a lot of conflict within this household with this person. Again, the mom worked at the Catholic Church, retired from the Catholic Church. So what this looks like to me, and I don't know if anybody else feels this way, y'all come in if y'all want, come in, let me know what y'all think. To me, what this looks like to me is that there was some conflict within the household regarding to what the person feeling like I'm not what they want me to be. My parents want me to be this way, but this is not the way I want to be. Although the mom, filed the petition to change the name and everything like that. On the outside, it seems like everything was good, but if you look at this note that was left behind, all of the pain and such in this note, and then they said, this is what got me right here. I have wanted this for so long. I am not well. I am not right. I am a sad person haunted by these thoughts that do not go away. I know this is wrong, but I can't seem to stop myself. I am severely depressed and have been suicidal for years. Only recently have I lost all hope and decided to perform my final action against this world. I don't want to kneel down for the injustice of this world. I want to die. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees constantly in pain. Um, and there's no excuse for what happened. I'm not going to excuse the behavior. This should never have happened. Cool, you want to commit suicide? And I'm not saying commit suicide was cool, but if you want your life to end, take your life. Why don't you need to take two children with you and then try to take more people with you? If you wanted to go, you go. You take your life. Don't take a whole bunch of people, especially children. When you go to a school and do a mass shooting, you're targeting children. You're not targeting adults. You're because there's more children here than anything. So I don't know if this. I don't know. Looking at this as a whole, you see a person that was suicidal, depressed, and of course, being part of the LGBTQ community, being transgender, this person went through. There's a lot that they deal with there in the inside, um, as far as coming to terms with their identity, coming to terms with how they want to live their lives. Everybody may not be seeing it like um, something good. Looks like there was some turmoil within the family because in the letter, at the end of the letter, he's saying T, which I think is referring to, because there's somebody named Teresa that's named Teresa. Yeah. So I'm assuming that he's referring to Teresa. When he said get over here, he says T, get over yourself, make up with mom. So I'm assuming Teresa must be a sister of his, and there's been some conflict between the sister and the mom, and he's like, make up with mom. To me, it seems like it's a lot of conflict going on with this family. Robin dealing with being transgender and everything that comes with that, all the criticisms and all of that, being that they were part of the Catholic Church. The mom retired from the Catholic Church. Then you see in the letter it speaks of get over yourself, get it together with mom, stop arguing with mom. Like to me, it's a lot. It's more to this that's gonna come out. There's not, we got the letter, but and I hate to make an assumption, but I feel like there's more to this that we're not getting from the family dynamic. Seems like the family dynamic was in trouble. It seems like Robin had a lot going on mentally that they could not deal with, and this is my thing here. Let me say this. I'm not saying don't support your children if your children are transgender or if they're gay or lesbian, what have you. If your child is part of their community, support your child, because even if you don't support your child, it's not going to stop them from being in their community. It's not going to make them say, okay, I'm not going to be living because my mom don't like the fact that I'm lesbian, or I'm not going to transition because my mom don't like. No, they're going to go ahead with it. That's their identity. That's what they prefer. That's what they're going to do. But what I'm saying is, when we start this on our children, we start, showing the disdain and pulling back from our children because they're not doing what it is we think they should do in life, it causes more harm than good to the mental, when it comes to the mental aspect of it. Looking at this letter, Robin has been, and not just because the letter says I'm depressed, I'm suicidal, but context clues. We can look, the Robin went shot up a school that's connected to the mom, to where the mom used to work. Let's just look at that. This wasn't some random school that Robin just went. Let me look in the phone book and see what school. No, this was something that they were connected to. So, like I said, I don't know if Robin went to the Catholic school, but we know that the mom was a part of the Catholic Church that tied to this Catholic school. So, from what I'm looking at this from the outside looking in, and again, I haven't confirmed all of this or anything like that. This just me giving my opinions on what I think of it. This is a tragedy all the way around, and in my mind, could have been avoided. Going to help your child change their name because they're saying, I don't know, I'm not Robert. I don't feel like a Robert. I'm Robin. I want my name changed. Hey, by all means, I understand supporting your child, but make sure you're following steps to make sure your child's mental well-being, mental health is protected and is being dealt with on the end. Because just saying, oh, I'm gonna go change my child's name, that's all I need to do, and we're not sitting there saying, okay, we're gonna see a therapist. We're gonna because and not to say people don't when they say I want to change my name, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. Not to say because a lot of people got this thing of oh, it's just a phase. They're gonna grow out of it. Don't go change their name. Don't start letting them dress in girl clothes. Don't let your son dress in girl clothes, or don't let your daughter dress in boy clothes. They just going through a phase. You need to stop that, nip it in the bud. Because I see a lot of that. I see a lot of people when people come out and say I'm supporting my child and whatever it is they want, no matter their age. Because I've seen children as young as 5, 6, 8, where parents post them and say my child's been dressing in, my daughter dressing in boy clothes and my son dressing in girl clothes, and people will go, "You wrong for that. This child abuse, this child neglect. You shouldn't be allowing that child to do that. That child is going through a phase." Um, and then years down the line, the child still doing it, and then people like, "You still supporting it?" Support your child. Because if it was me, I'm gonna support my child. If my son came to me right now at his big old age, he's 19. If he came to me and said, "Mama, I like boys," okay, well, son, you like boys. What you want me to do about it? You sure you like boys? And say, "Yeah, I'm sure I like boys." Okay, well, hey, it's your preference. I can't tell you what you prefer. That you know what you prefer. I can't predict that for you. And looking at this letter, he goes, I'm sorry I couldn't be what you all had hoped. I didn't turn out to be what you all hoped for me to turn out to be. That's why I said it looks like it's a lot of turmoil there. It looks like they didn't want that for Robin. They wanted Robert. They didn't want Robin. But Robin was Robin. Robert wasn't Robert. He said I'm Robin. Seems like it was a lot of turmoil because that wouldn't have been said in there if everything was all peach and cream and you know. And I'm referring to this sentence right here. To my mother and father, I am sorry I didn't turn out as you had hoped. You did not fail me. You gave me so much. And this is what I'm talking about. That part right there. Robin felt like I'm transgender and I'm transgender. I'm sorry, I keep having pronounced transgender and I'm not being accepted. I'm fighting to be accepted. Seems like the mom and the dad was disappointed, or at least somebody was disappointed because he apologized to my mother and father. I'm sorry I didn't turn out as you hoped. I mean, the mom went in and petitioned for the name change, so it seemed like the mom was with it. So it's possible that the dad was the one that wasn't with it. This is some drawing. You can see a person looking in the mirror. When they look in the mirror, they see something evil. It's very disturbing. It's just like he's saying, Robin was saying, when I look in the mirror, I don't see me, I see this evilness looking back at me. Just another picture. It's very heartbreaking that children had to die, other people critically injured. They don't know if they're going to survive or not. Right now, in the count, the total count is 19, with 16 of them being children that were shot. You have, when there's people that are at the hospital still fighting, and then you have 2 children that did ultimately pass away. And they were saying that there was a video. I'm trying to see. I had seen, I guess, videos of his YouTube channel. Let me see. Okay, this baby was 10. I don't know why I thought they said he was crying. Let me see.
Yeah, of it.
You guys were at like the mass that they do at the beginning
Yeah,
of school?
and then it was like maybe like 3 minutes in, the first shot fired. And then the police were really good because they showed up really quick.
Yeah.
And did everybody try to make you feel safe?
Yeah,
But it has to be probably the scariest thing of your life.
yeah, it was super scary.
What do you want to say to your friend who helped protect you?
He's really brave, and I hope he's good in the hospital.
And what do you want to say to everyone that had to go to the hospital?
I hope you're okay, and I'm praying for you.
Is just unspeakable horror.
And so just to back up a little bit, the shooting happened at the church. So in the same church that Robin's mom retired from, this week. So the school didn't even get shot up because these babies was having a mass inside of the church before they returned back to school day. So they were inside of the church, on church pews and stuff, having a mass, having a service, celebrating it being back to school. Their first day back to school was what they were doing. And that's what he shot up the church. So just think about that. He didn't even shoot up the school. He shot up the children at the church while they were having mass. So that's in the same church that his mom attended, worked for, retired from. Like I said, there is a big connection between Annunciation Church and school. Well, not school, church, and this shooter, Robin Wesley. Sorry. I cracked myself up. I'm trying to see if I can find the video.
Breaking news to bring you now. We can bring you a photo of the
I may have to come back.
suspect suspect in the Minnesota shooting. He's been identified as Robin Westman. Multiple senior law enforcement officials have told our US partner network NBC News. And NBC News has confirmed with those law enforcement officials that the suspect left behind several videos that were posted online with writings that referenced suicide, extremely violent thoughts and ideas, an apology to their family, and also a handwritten sketch of the interior layout of a church. There was a mass going on at the time featuring lots of school children when the shooting happened. We know that 2 children aged 8 and 10 were killed. 17 other people, including 14 children, were injured, and 2 of those children said to be, the latest is that they are in a critical condition. But this, we believe, is a picture of the suspect.
I think they said they deleted a lot of the videos. Or they deleted his page. I was trying to see if I can find any of the videos. I guess they may have taken down his page completely. I'm just seeing stills, but I haven't actually saw the video. I'm trying to see if we can find it. It looks like they scraped it. One quick moment. So yeah, they took down his YouTube because he had a page. It was Robin W. So they did take it down. She didn't know about it. Some people say they got the videos and they're not gonna post them. So he started identifying his friends when he was 17. He had his name changed, so he was still a minor technically when the name change was done. Yeah, I can't seem to find. You can see that, like I said, the notebooks that Robert was writing and stuff like that, but nobody has posted the video. Yeah. So this is one of Robert's videos. Let's see, the most recent one. So, oh my God. Oh my Jesus. Oh, hold on. I gotta go back. I'm sorry. I had the
9
video.
millimeter go
Had the video playing, but it wasn't showing. I'm screen. Sorry about that. Here we go.
bang. I'm the woker, baby. Why so curious? Where's your fucking god now? Shit. Skibbity Riz. Scum gang. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Uh-huh. 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 The big boy. Fucking rip and tear. That's the big one. Don't forget to live, laugh, and love. Samantha. There's no fucking... And this one's for me, in case I need it. Right up in the fucking mouth. Some smoke. Extra thick. Eat shit, motherfucker. Ah, koshmar. Kiss me, I fucking hope I do. Fuck. Got that bitch loaded. My precious. Thank God for private. Vivimos en el sociedad. Help me, I don't want to be here. Well, you're here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, another one. Oh well. Alright, where should we get motherfucking Breivik? Genshin. Fuck optics. Fuck Nigel. That dude raped someone. Yeah, man. Yeah. Got my new headphones so I can hear them scream. Nice, nice. Oh, we got good shit. Here's my belt. Yeah. Stupid, worthless, useless bitch. You compete, you Kushner. That's fucking good shit, man. Hey. Hello. Oh yeah, check. I got my shirt. Cause you better than the best. I got my Minnesota patch in the fucking FSB. Maybe I look like a cop and I won't get rushed or something. I don't know. But shit, let's fucking do this before things all kicks in. Yep. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Skibidi. Oh yeah. Check this out. Got more Jew gas tape on this, and this will be for the emergency exit. Pop it through the hand. Oh, there's Garfield. This is all too fucking real. Nigga. Yeah. Tomorrow.
So Facebook just removed my original live. So if you were watching over on my Facebook, I do apologize about that. I didn't remove it. Facebook removed it, saying I violated some guidelines. I don't know what it is that's saying I violated. I'm gonna stop sharing his video. I shared it in its entirety, except for the last couple of minutes. I mean, not even minutes. The last, she said, about 30 seconds left or so. I'm gonna stop that. They're saying I'm sharing something that's dangerous or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop that video. If you want to continue to see that video, just let me know. I can make it in the comments or something like that to that effect. Let's see. may have removed it a second time. Yesterday. Okay, yesterday gave me a chance to do it. Okay, I can do it. That's it. And I'm not, and just let me say this for the record, I'm not glorifying anything. I'm not agreeing with what he did. I simply was trying to show the video. I didn't realize they gonna snatch down my stream from my Facebook. It's still up on my YouTube, which my YouTube channel is True Crime Chronicles Pursuit of Truth. Um, I'm sorry that it was snatched from my Facebook. For anybody that was watching on my Facebook, put it back. They may take it down again. I don't know. Let me see. They taking it again. It's up there, but it's not. Okay. It is not. Yeah, this is him. I'm not just, let me set the record straight. I'm not glorifying what he did. I'm simply just here giving the facts and the details, giving my opinion. I didn't really, and it's still up on my YouTube. I forget Facebook do kind of, they get to snatching your stuff down if you share too much. I guess I shared too much. I don't know if it was me sharing the picture or one. I believe it was once I started sharing his videos when they snatched my video down. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So it seems as though Robin, transgender, let's see, looks like that through changing the name from Robin to Robin, but it looks like as far as the transformation had went, because from what I can see, let's see, I'm hoping it's still live on my Facebook. Refresh. Okay, I'm refreshed. Okay, so it's still up on my Facebook. All right, so yeah, this is the picture. This is the person. Let me back to where I was showing. As we can see, this is how Robin looked, and then there's another picture showing Robin with two pigtails right here. Face is shaved. Eyebrows kind of off. So it seems like Robin started the transition from Robert to Robin, did the name change. But after that, it doesn't seem like it went even further from what, because it doesn't look like there's any, if there were, we can't tell. But it doesn't seem like any hormones were taken or anything like that. Because if you look at the two pictures, nothing really changed besides there's no facial hair and the hair is being worn in two pigtails to the back. Other than that, still see. And then if you hear the voice, and then this is something that stood out to me in that video that was recorded, that video that Robert recorded and posted on YouTube page before carrying out this tragic act against these babies. In that video, the voice you hear the voice changing several times from this high pitch to this whisper to talking in the middle. Like it was change, it was several changes in the voice. I don't know if anybody else caught that, but I definitely caught it. It's almost like this person had multiple personality disorder or something, like different personalities coming out at different points. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know. But from listening to that video, that's what I heard. And again, looks like Robin whole name change situation. I get it. Transitioning can be hard. It's a lot to go through. I don't know if Robin had a chance to start the hormones or what have you, because doing hormones all over the place, especially when you pump a female hormones into a male body. It'll do a lot of crazy stuff too. But again, there's no excuse for what happened at the Annunciation Catholic School or church this morning. There's nothing excusing that. But mental health is real. Mental health is very real. We have to watch our children. We have to watch everybody around us. Our children and our men, especially because they go through the mental health stuff and they won't say, you know, I'm going through something. I need to see somebody. Men do not like going to the doctor. A therapist is out the question. We have to keep our eye. We have to check in on these men. And Robin transition from was in the process of transition from man to woman. Um, and went through with the name change back in 2020. But from what I can see, if you look at everything, it looks like this where it ended. It doesn't look like any hormones came into play, anything like that. But who knows? We probably get some more details later on down the line. But it's very tragic. I hate that these babies had to be hurt for Robin to prove the point that, hey, I'm sick of this. I want out. I want to die. Again, if you want to die, kill yourself. Take yourself out. Those babies had nothing to do with what you had going on. Um, Now we may find out later that going to that school, Robin was bullied or picked on. We don't know. We don't know how long, you know, Robin had been trying to come, transition to the side in middle school, in the type, we don't know. But again, this wasn't a random attack. There was a connection between Robin and Annunciation Catholic School and church because the mom worked at the church, retired from the church back in 2021. So this is not a random place that that Robin chose to shoot up. No, this was something that Robin was tied to, had connections to. And hopefully we'll learn out more in the coming days or, more about Robin, more about what Robin was going through. I just hate that it went this way. I don't feel like it needed to go this way. Um, and to me, I find it selfish when people decide, I want to unalive myself, so I'm gonna take somebody with me. This is like when parents decide they're gonna unalive themselves and they decide I'm gonna take my child with me. That type of stuff is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Babies are innocent. Children are innocent. They have nothing to do with it. So somebody left me up something. Exactly. So yeah, period. Self, not innocent baby, but something may have happened to him at that school. Yeah, I agree. It's possible that something could happen to him at this school, but we don't like right now. There's nothing saying he went to this school. If I find that out, I'll be back with it. If I find out that he did go to this school, I'll be back with it for sure. Yeah, that's all I have right now. I was coming live to bring this information. Um, I'm really not sure that they'll smack it down again. This is the shooter, has been confirmed. Robin, formerly known as Robert Paul Westman, now going by Robin Westman, um, did die in the shooting from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Um, Tragic all the way around. This not, and this is where it happened right here, Annunciation Catholic Church. These children were in mass inside of the church. They weren't even in their classrooms at school. They were inside of the church having morning mass, celebrating their first day back to school when all this happened. Um, Very tragic event. Did not have to go down like that. Did not have to happen like that. I hate it happen like that. I wish that, you know, hey, if you want to you suicide or you want to take yourself out, there's no need to take innocent children with you or attempt to take all these people with you who just took yourself out. Not that I'm promoting suicide, because I'm not saying suicide is okay. And I agree with what I'm saying is no need to take all these innocent people with you when you decide you want to go. That's just my point of view. Now I'll be back later on by getting information if I can confirm that he went to this school or attended this church at some point. I'll be back with it. But like I said, there is a connection in the sense that the mom, Mary, she did work at Annunciation Catholic Church and she retired from there in 2021. And I come back, I'm going to go now and gather some more information and I'll be back later. One thing that I did want to say though about all of this, mental health, it needs to be taken more serious in this country. I see it all the time. I have a story that I'm coming with later on about this little girl. She committed suicide at a hospital. But this, like I said, it's for later on. I'll be back with that later. But mental health needs to be taken more serious in this country. It's not taken serious enough. Whether it be for our children, our adults, our men, our women, mental health is not taken seriously. It's not treated. People with mental illness are not treated fairly in this country. This is not to say because I haven't confirmed any mental health diagnosis for Robert, who was the shooter in this Catholic school shooting. Had nothing that could have been confirmed. But what I can say is, you know, looking at that suicide note that was left behind, Robin states, I've been suicidal for a long time. I've been depressed for a long time. I've been trying to keep all these thoughts out of my head and I can't stop myself any longer. And I'm wondering what thoughts were in Robin's head, you know, for Robin to go through with this. It all goes back to mental health. Not saying I'm excusing the behavior due to mental health, even if there is a diagnosed mental health condition. Was it being treated properly? We know Robin was born as Robert and transition over, we're going through transgender. As of 2020, the mom petitioned the court to change the name from Robert Paul Westman to Robin Westman. We saw that it's been confirmed. We got the court documents for that. And at that time, Robin was 17 when the name change took place. Now, again, there's no excuse for this tragedy. This should not have happened. And my condolences to those families that's going through this. My prayers are going to be with those that are still fighting for their lives in the hospital. Prayers with those families that have to now bury those two children. It's heartbreaking. What I can say, again, I'm not blaming this. I'm not saying, hey, I agree with, I'm not saying mental illness is behind this. I don't know. There's nothing came out regarding Robert yet. I'm sure more going to come out in the coming days as to whether or not there was a mental health diagnosis or anything like that. But what I'm saying is transitioning from man to woman, being transgender, there's a lot that those people go through in society. Society is not always accepting of people in the LGBTQ community. Um, Society is not always accepting. And then this is someone whose family was a part of the Catholic Church, so that adds another layer to the whole situation. Being in the church, being strong in the church, and mom working at the church, in the matter, Robin states, I'm sorry I didn't turn out the way you all had hoped. So it seems like there was a turmoil within the household as well. Although mom did file a petition to change the name, where was dad stand, and all that? Where did he stand and all that? What did he feel about Robin transition? We don't know. Like I said, all that'll probably come out later. We'll get more details throughout the day today, and in the coming days, we'll get more information. And it's heartbreaking that this went down like this, and this what the school and this church is in the news for a mass shooting, and for someone to decide, and I want to commit suicide, but I want to take some people with me when I go. It's heartbreaking. It's sad to hear a 10-year-old say, "Me and my friend, we got up under the pew. My friend laid on top of me, and my friend got shot protecting me. I saw my friend get shot in the back." Heartbreaking. No child should ever have to be on the news. We live in a shooting. No child. There's nothing. That baby gonna be traumatized. That baby ain't gonna be able to go to sleep. Every time that baby closes his eyes, he gonna see his friend getting shot in the back. That baby gonna have nightmares, gonna have PTSD. That baby gonna need therapy and all that. I can guarantee you that baby not gonna be the same. That baby is never gonna be the same after seeing his friend shot. And I hope and pray that they take him to the hospital at some point. I know not right now. It's not a good time. Right now, take the baby home and love on him, but at some point, take the baby to the hospital to see his friend. If the friend is in a stable, no condition to have visits, to let him see that his friend is okay. If the friend is okay, we don't know that. We don't know the conditions of anybody right now. We just know they said, two children passed away, and he only lied himself. But other than that, we don't know any conditions of anybody at the hospital. We do know they said, there were some, they were critically injured. Um, but that was the extent of it. They didn't say how many were critical, how many were in state. We don't know any type of conditions and any type of breakdown. If I get the information, I come back with it. Again, this all goes back to mental health. Mental health is not taken serious in this country. It's people tend to tie stigma to mental health, make it seem like, having mental issues is a problem. We don't properly discuss and talk about mental health and the treatment that need to be in place for people that are mentally ill. Our mentally ill people end up on the street, wandering the street, homeless, unmedicated. And then you got the ones that are schizophrenic, paranoid schizophrenics or bipolar, and they out wandering the street, and then when they go into these manic episodes, they hurt somebody, they're arrested, or they take to a mental institute and let back out. They don't get the proper treatment. And I understand you can't force people to take medication, but once a person has been determined to be a harm, a danger to themselves or others, those are the ones who need to be in the court compelling. Okay, we want to force treatment on this person because this person is a danger to themselves or the public. Is what I'm saying. Once we get there to that point, then But right now, it's mental health is just so talk like people don't talk about mental health. It needs to be talked about more. It needs to be brought to the forefront. Treatment for the mentally ill needs to be brought to the forefront. Um, and again, not saying that this person was diagnosed with anything. It seems like they were mentally ill from hearing the person talk in the video and seeing the words that Robin wrote on that paper. It seems like there was a mental health issue there. And I'm in no way, shape, or form a psychiatrist or therapist that can diagnose anybody, but just anybody listening to that can tell this don't sound right. This is disturbing. This letter is disturbing. The things that were said in this video were disturbing. The things that was wrote in this letter were disturbing. There were some points in the letter where I was like, whoa, And then there were some points where I was like, I just shouldn't. And then also with the video, some points in the video, I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, why this baby got, well, I can't even say baby because it was an adult. It's probably 23, was 23. But apparently nobody saw a mental issue there or anything like that because there's nothing because Robin had all these firearms and ammunition. So, but we're going to see as the stuff comes out. I've been here for a while. Let me go ahead and end it right there. Again, this is the church, Annunciation Catholic Church, what the mass shooting took place. And this is the shooter, Robin Wesley, formerly known as Robert. At the age of 17, mom petitioned the court, asked the court to change the name, stated that the minor child wanted to go by Robin, that identified as female. It was granted, and as of 2020, Robert became known as Robin Wesley. So I'll come back later with more information when I get it. I'll come back later with more information should I gather some. hate that this happened this way. I wish it hadn't happened that way. Yeah, this was in 2020. It says, at 17 years old, Robert Westman formally had his legal name changed to Robin because Doc State, the minor child, identified as female and wants her name to reflect identification. The application for a name change of minor was filed by the mother and the court granted the request. So yeah, it was the mom. So that granted. So the father may have been against it, but the mom went ahead and filed it and got it done. Like I said, I'll be deeper into it later. Um, Like I said, I don't really believe no hormones were taken or came because I mean, between the two, you don't see a that big of a change. You know, the type of change you'll see if hormones came into play at an earlier time. And this is the document, the parent, the name. This is the dad. He's a non-applicant. The applicant, the mom is Mary Grace Wesley. She gave Robert Paul Wesley, wanted to be known as Robert L. Wesley. You see this where it said the child was identifying as a female that wants her name to reflect their identification. So this where they granted it. Yeah, so I'll be back later. That's all the information I have right now. Shooting took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota at Annunciation Catholic Church. Mm, So a total of 19 people got shot. Two children passed away. 17 other people are at the hospital. And the shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and end right here. Again, shooting happened at Annunciation Catholic Church. The children were not in classrooms; they were inside the church having a mass celebrating being back at school. Um, Shooter identified, as you can see in the picture, as Robin Westman, formerly known as Robert. His mom petitioned in 2020 for a name change, stating that Robert was identified as female and wanted to change the name to Robin to reflect the new female identification. It was granted in court, so the name was legally changed from Robert Paul Westman to Robin Westman. That's the court document statement. Um, Robin did passed over self-inflicted gunshot wound after the shooting, after killing 2 and wounding 17 others. So in total, there's 20 people shot, 17 at the hospital. Two children are passed away, died in the shooting, and the suspect also died. I'll be back later with any other information that I come across. I can bring in. I'll bring it later on whenever I come up with any detail and come there any of this come out. I'll be back with it. I will be back later on this evening with another line, and it is going to be tied to mental health. It's going to tie right into this, not tie into this one that it's connected, but it ties into mental health. But I'll be back with it later on tonight. Thank you all for tuning in again to another episode of True Crime Chronicle, Pursuit of Truth. Again, this is breaking news: a mass shooting at Annunciation Catholic School that was carried out by Robert Westman, formerly known as Robert, before the name change that took place in 2020. The school was known to Robin as Robin's. Excuse me. The church was known to Robin as Robin's mom worked at this school and actually retired from the school in 2021. Again, I'll be back later on. Just wanted to give a quick recap before I left off here. Thanks for joining, whoever it is that just joined. The video will still be available. I'm not gonna delete it. Hopefully Facebook doesn't delete it, but I'm going to come off here. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been True Crime Chronicles Pursuit of Truth. And today we will take a look at the breaking news of the mass shooting in Annunciation Catholic Church that took place this morning. Such a sad tragedy. If they name either one of those babies that passed away or name any of the people that are at the hospital, I'll come back with it. Right now, all we have is that the shooter passed away of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And again, I'll be back later with any other news. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to share, comment. Thank you for the support.